Be me. 25, psychology degree, feminist, barista. Believe in lived experience over stats. Run a feminist book club on Discord. Last 3 books were The Will to Change, Men Explain Things to Me, and Eat, Pray, and Fork the Patriarchy. Always been into guys, but they suck. Every date turns into me, educating them on why capitalism is toxic. Last Tinder guy said, "You're a bit much." Blocked him mid-sentence. Start thinking, what if the problem is men? Scratch that. I know the problem is men. But what if I could remove them entirely? Like, what if dating just didn't include that whole male ego thing? Decide to run a social experiment. Gonna pretend I'm a lesbian for 6 months? Already kissed a girl once in college. Felt nothing but whatever. Love is about emotional connection, right? Download her app. Upload picture of me holding a tote bag that says "Queer joy is revolutionary." Bio. Feminist, plant mom, coffee addict, she, they, let's burn the system together. 3. Matches start rolling in. First few convos are cute. Girls compliment my earrings. We bond over hating billionaires. One says, "You have soft eyes." Kinda sweet. Go on a date with this girl named Roxy. Short hair, piercings, leather boots. Calls herself a recovering Scorpio. Talks for 40 minutes straight about her last 3 breakups. I listen and nod. Finally say something about my cat. She blinks. Then goes back to talking about her ex named Lyra. Second date's with a girl named Ash. Non-binary femme presenting, works at a bookstore. Shows up late. Says, "Sorry, I was crying?" Doesn't explain. Entire date is about crystals, childhood trauma, and her ex again. Asks if I want to come over to charge our auras together. Politely decline. Okay, maybe bad luck. Third girl, Kay, really hot. Gym rat, calls me baby in DMS, but in person she's mean. Says I wear too much makeup, tells me I talk too much, then flirts with the waitress in front of me. I confront her. She says, "You're being dramatic." Wait, I've heard that before. From guys. Start journaling everything. Title it Queer Feminist Love Journal. By entry 7, I'm writing things like, "Do all women trauma dump before appetizers?" Why do they not ask a single question about me? Start realizing I'm carrying the emotional labor on all these dates. Ask Maya, IRL bestie, if this is normal. She says, "Oh babe, women are just sensitive." But so far, they're not sensitive. They're chaotic, needy, and constantly online. Date 5 is with a girl who brings a tarot deck, draws a tower card and says, "This might not work out," before we order food. She was right. 1 week, I line up 3 dates, all cancel day of. One says she's too emotionally raw from a past entanglement. Other 2 just ghost. Post story, men could never. But secretly thinking, they already do. Week later, girl I matched with 4 weeks ago finally replies. Says she forgot I existed. Adds, "I do that a lot with people." I say, "That's kinda rude." She says, "It's a trauma response." Okay, what? Go on a date with a bi girl named Zara. She's cute, seems normal, but spends whole dinner telling me how much hotter her boyfriend is. Calls me her emotional backup plan. Says, "You feel like a break from men?" I laugh but die a little inside. Start seeing patterns. Lack of accountability. Deflection. Entitlement wrapped in therapy speak. Post to Reddit queer dating forum. Ask, do women even want connection or just validation? Get downvoted. One reply says, "Sounds like you have internalized misogyny." Okay then, back in my book club, we read Women Don't Owe You Pretty. I try to talk about my dates. Say, some of these girls act exactly like toxic men. Someone says, "Don't reduce queer femmes to male behavior." Okay, never mind. Go on one last date. Girl brings her emotional support dog. Dog is fine. Girl makes 3 TikToks during the date. Caption 1 as, "Mental health check-in with my Hinge mistake. I'm the mistake. Leave early." Sit on a bench with oat milk latte. Watch a straight couple across the street. Guy's holding flowers. Girl looks surprised, happy. He opens the car door for her. Roll my eyes, but also feel weird. Message Maya. Maybe guys aren't the only problem. Delete it. Replace with, "Girls are exhausting too." Send. She replies, "Lol mood." Scroll through my old Bumble convos. Guys I ghosted. One said, "You seem like a lot, but I'd still take you to sushi." Another said, "You're intense, but in a good way." Kinda miss them. But nah, they're still trash. Just maybe. Less trash than I thought. Maybe. Either way. Gonna journal about it. Title, Learning to Love Myself Through Other People's Bullshit. Subtitle, A feminist experiment in emotional exhaustion. Dating's hard for everyone, especially men. Not that I'd ever say that out loud. You, week after my experiment ends, decide to re-download Bumble, set orientation back to woman-seeking man, feel like a traitor to the cause, but also low-key relieved. First match is a guy named Lucas. Beard, flannel, some dog in his pic. Says, looking for something meaningful, not into games. Used to scoff at that. Now feels like a vacation. Message him first. Say, what's your idea of meaningful? He says, emotional connection, support, loyalty. My eye twitches. Those were all the words the Reddit dude said. Back when I thought they were whining. Date goes okay. He listens when I talk. Like, actually listens. Asks me how my shift at the cafe went. Remembers I mentioned I hate the espresso machine. Walks me to my car. Doesn't try to kiss me. Says, let me know if you want to do this again. Respectful. Boring. Maybe. Go on a second date anyway. Tell Maya. She says, he sounds like a Labrador. But honestly, I could use a Labrador. 2 dates later, realize I'm starting to test him. Say things like, you probably just want a girl who cooks. He says, no, I want someone who makes me feel safe. Safe? Not sexy, not wild, just safe. Feel a weird pang? Remember how girls use that word, how it made them glow. Text from Kay, the chaotic lesbian. You back to men? Lame. Leave it on red. Lucas sends me a meme. Not even funny, but thoughtful. Says, reminded me of your coffee rants. Blush like I'm 12. Hate it. Next date we talk about family. He says he wants to be a dad one day. Asks what I want. Say, I'm more focused on my career right now. He says, that's cool. But I see the flicker. Later that night. Lay in bed. Think about that flicker. Wonder if men see women like me as temporary stops, while they build homes with the soft girls. Scroll through his Instagram, see old pics with an ex. She's thin. Looks like she does Pilates and forgives easily. Wears neutral tones. Probably never had a feminist phase. Feel threatened, even though she's gone. Message Maya. He's nice, but I think he wants a tread wife. She says, dump him, patriarchy's leaking. But do I? Talk to Lucas again. He says, you seem guarded. Say, men are usually trash. He laughs, but it's hollow. Says, I'm not your ex. Okay, fair, but you're still a man. Next date, I show up late. Talk about how my manager called me too opinionated. Lucas says, maybe tone it down for promotions. Blink, long blink. Say, why should I? I'm smart. He says, just strategy. He means well. I hate it anyway. Go to the bathroom. Stare in the mirror. Hear old voice in my head. The one that says, men fear women who speak. But also hear a new voice. Maybe they just don't want to fight every day. Return to the table. He asks, you okay? Say, fine. Not fine. Date ends awkward. Hug goodbye. Don't text for 2 days. During that time, watch romantic comedies. Scroll Reddit. See thread titled, do modern women even like men? Top comment says, we're not partners to them. We're enemies they want to defeat. Pause. Read it again. Text Lucas. Hey, sorry for being cold. He replies, appreciate that. Want to talk soon? Say yes, but stomach twists. Realize something. This is the closest I've felt to connection in months, but I'm constantly bracing for war. Like every compliment is manipulation. Every disagreement is oppression. Every gesture of kindness is bait. Maybe men aren't trash. Maybe I'm scared. But also, maybe they are trash. Just more polite about it now. Lucas texts again. Says he misses talking to me. Miss it too. But still post a story. Men don't deserve emotional intimacy for free. Get 14 likes. No guys. Next morning, Lucas says he's taking a step back. Says, I seem like I'm wrestling something bigger. He's right. Delete Bumble again. Sit at cafe. Watch couples walk by. Girl in sundress holding iced matcha. Guy opens car door for her. She kisses him on the cheek. Used to roll my eyes. This time, just watch. Text Maya. Maybe I'm not ready to date. She says, maybe men don't deserve you anyway. Nod? But deep down, wonder if I've spent so long proving I don't need love. That now. No one offers it. Journal title, Almost Loved, A Feminist's Short-Lived Return to Hetero Hell. Subtitle, Still Not My Fault Though.